ஹாரிஸ் ஜெயராஜ் இசையில் ஜேடி ஜெரி இயக்கத்தில் தி லெஜெண்ட் சரவணன் நடிக்கும் தி லெஜெண்ட் திரைப்படம் ஜூலை 28 முதல் உங்கள் அபிமான திரையரங்குகளில் காண தவறாதீர்கள்.
When our President, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, explained me what is the need for grading system, and as a person who is in touch with the school education, and now I am visiting almost, I had a plan of visiting 75 schools because we are celebrating the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and I have completed almost 28 schools. And when I visited even few schools, I personally felt that grading and accreditation is the need of the hour. And when the Pro-Chancellor World's University said, Jyoti Murugan said, it is a small step, but I feel it's a great leap. It's not a small step. Because thinking about the accreditation and thinking about grading and giving equal opportunities to the children. When I was talking with Mr. Dr. P.R. Mehta, he said almost 28 crore population of our country are in the schools constantly. So almost 20% of the population is in the schools. So how it is very unfair to give them an unequal status. There should be equal status. And I always feel, because our Honorable Prime Minister, when he introduced the new educational policy, the national education policy, he mentioned that making the education global. Because when I went for training in Canada for my fetal therapy, and when we went for some of the presentations for foreign countries, really we felt that for the capacity we have, as a doctor I know till 8 years, the brain can accept whatever are given to the child. But are we giving, as it is mentioned by Dr. G. Vishwanathan, my respectful, almost I view him as a teacher, giving just promotion till 9th, not assessing them. It may be very easy for them if we have to give. You always cite an example. A teacher showed a child a cocoon, and she wanted to demonstrate how the caterpillar formed a cocoon, and from that hitting it with the wings, young wings, the butterfly comes out. But when she wanted to demonstrate that, one child wanted to help the butterfly, so it just opened the cocoon, but the butterfly died. Because it gained strength by hitting, the young wings gained strength by hitting the cocoon. That is nature. But when we give it the easy way of coming out, it is not the challenge. When it is unable to face the challenge, that is what we are all doing. From the childhood, because of that only after 9th, 10th, if the teacher wants some marks, and if she says or if he says that you have to perform well, immediately the child takes it into the heart and get into depression, and the child is unable to face the challenges. And as it is mentioned by the President, Honorable GV, he said the teachers, so only I laud the new education policy, because it says that 4 years B.Ed course is mandatory for teachers now. It is not like previous selection. And apart from that, we have to see the teacher student population in our country. Almost 11 lakh teacher posts are vacant. Almost 1.5 lakh schools are with single teachers. And I always feel, as a medical student, we used to laud our teachers. We used to run for the clinics. If a particular teacher is taking a clinic in different ward, we used to run to get the knowledge from them. we won't be able to know from where they took the lessons, subject. Because like bees, they used to collect it from different textbooks and they used to deliver us. But nowadays I have seen, I can always say this topic has been taken from the 25th page of Cunningham. Just he will come and vomit and this child, no, he has taken it from 25. I will go home and I will read the page 25 page because nothing is new. But when we were all students, we won't be able to find out from where they took the subject, from where they took the information. No book will give the information. So they read 10 to 15 books. So that olden days, now we have to regain the glory. So this accreditation is very much needed. And apart from that, as I said, it's very unfair to give the young population not grading the schools. So that is only Samachir. In a simple language, if I say, Samachir means you have to have the education, all should have the equal education. Because I feel that student population is more confident, more brainy, but we have to give them confidence. Once I went, because they are very clever when compared to the previous generation. When I went to a school, always I assess the audience to know about and how to talk to them, because assessing the audience will help me to select a subject. So when I went to a school, I called one boy and asked him, your school is state board or central board? That boy told, in our school all blackboards only, madam. So he very well knew that I am asking about the central or state board. But he is so mischievous and he wanted to challenge even the chief guest coming to their school, and he told, no, blackboard only in our schools. So how we are going to provide the depth of knowledge to these children who are raw and who are very ready to accept things? So that is, as Vivekananda says, it's man-making. It is to face the challenges. The main problem in the education is now we are facing suicides. We are seeing the experience of children that is unacceptable to me, whether it is a girl child or a boy child. But it's unacceptable. Why this happens? The society should be blamed because they are children. We have to make them to face the challenges. We have to practice them to face the challenges. We have to make them courageous. And because the clever students, they are clever, but they are not confident. They are clever, but they are not courageous to face the situation. So that is the main aim of schools, which we have to, because when accreditation is there, it pushes the institutions to maintain the standards. Whether the schools, because I have seen the classrooms and I'm urging some of the institutions, and even I urge some of them to give me CSR funds so that some of the schools, the school classrooms, and because when we compared with some of the private institutions, it is very unfair to make some of the population to sit in that type of classrooms when their same counterparts are sitting in a very luxurious classrooms and studying. And another thing, teacher population. As it is said, the new education policy says that the teacher should be much trained so that to train the student. So this accreditation, as it is said, and it is really appreciate all the stalwarts sitting in the stage. Because the new thought, because we know NAC, I have personally attended the NAC accreditation process, because as a chancellor of universities, Telangana has 14 universities. As chancellor of universities, I wanted a good quality education, higher education. I personally attended and I personally viewed how it is graded, and that type of grading is needed. And I really congratulate the organizers and all the stalwarts sitting, the academicians who are supporting it. So now you have made a thought, you have created a feeling that this accreditation is the need of the hour, and I really congratulate you all. And apart from that, school education should be much more viewed with the child they are very tender, they are in the tender age group. Psychological support should be there, physical support should be there, they should be educationally strong as well as emotionally strong also. So these type of whether psychotherapists or any other support is needed for them. So when the institution is confident to face the situation, the child gains the confidence. So when the institution itself weak, and when the institution itself in a shattery position, definitely it cannot create a confidence among their children. So this type of accreditation and the grading is the need of the hour. It is needed, and I am really happy that you are in the process of getting it, and your efforts, I congratulate you, and I wish your efforts should be successful. And as a part of a person who is in the government, actually, and government means I'm a governor, I'm not in the deciding post like other things, but whenever it is possible, my views will be put forth in a strong manner so that the accreditation for school is the need of the hour, is necessary, and definitely I will also support you. So that this is really, it is not that we all know that education is not just filling the pot, it is kindling the fire. So that we also should have more infrastructure, should have more strength to bring up the child, because that is our future generation. And as it is said, it's a young country, because more when 28 crore population is in the school, and same equal population is in the colleges, and almost 50 to 60% of the population is younger generation, so it is only known as young country. So I really happy to be here and congratulate you, and what all the support which could be rendered by me, I will do, and I will give the support, because I personally feel this is a great leap, as I said, it's a great effort, so that our future generation will be benefited by that. And Dr. GV told me, we are having accreditation, we are having grading for higher education, but these children only coming for higher education. When there is no any grading, when there is no any quality and equality for them, and how can we expect the quality and equality and inclusiveness when they come to the colleges? So when we go for accreditation of the school education, your higher education, it will be much easier, because halfway your problem will be solved in the school education, and then the efforts which you have to put in the higher education will be minimized, so that it also aid your higher education also. So it's a great effort. Congratulate each and everyone. Thank you so much. And as it is said by Vivekananda, and as it is said by all the other leaders, that our education refines us. Education is refining us, and this refinement will be brought out by accreditation of the schools. Thank you so much.